Hey guys, how's it going? Owners here and welcome to a new career mode. This time it's time for the race. We're going to drive around Sepang, the Malaysian circuit, for the second round of our 2014 career mode season 1 in the Toro Rosso. So getting strapped into the car, there is the wheel being put onto the car. And here is my setup I'm going to use for the race then. So a pretty successful qualifying, not too bad. Let's see how we can do in the race. Remember in Melbourne we managed to get up into the top 10, I believe it was, after 3 corners. So yeah, let's see what the AI is going to do here. So there's the strategy. We'll see how that develops through the race. Of course, I would like to use the option tires as much as possible, as there seems to be quite a big difference in them, even in race pace. So well, we'll see what we can do here. There we go, 13th place with my teammate right behind me in 14th. Let's see what we can do. A good start is crucial. Try to not lose any places to the cars behind us. Anyway, here we go. We have 5 lights already, and they're out right now. So away we go, and second race is underway now, having a good start, I would say. Everyone up front got a good start as well. And behind me there's look at that, a lot of cars, but I'm not being passed. As I see here, the space is on the outside, so I go for the outside there, go deep into the corner, now cut back as there are no cars there. In the middle now for this turn, and making up a lot of places on the exit of this turn. Vital to get a good exit, which I did get indeed. Alonso is on my right hand side, Raikkonen is behind me, but seems like I'm going to take Alonso too, with the slipstream advantage from Button in front. Then the next corner, Button brakes so early. That was more or less of a avoiding input rather than a real overtake, to be honest, but I'll take it. 5th place, very good start then. And once again, it is because of the AI being pretty slow in the first couple of corners, just like we've seen in Australia. It happens here again. But now, can I hold on to this? 5th position, Alonso is behind me. I don't know if Raikkonen is still behind him. It doesn't really look like it, as they are. Oh, Alonso is battling with Button. Button caught Alonso sleeping there and went for the outside of that hairpin. But immediately you can see that I'm losing quite a bit of time already to the top 4 here. So it would surprise me if I can keep up with these guys. Just like in Australia, it's pretty much a replay, isn't it? I mean, you get into the top 10, even the top 5 in this particular race. And now the AI settles down into their own pace, and you lose a lot of time straight away. And our Toro Rosso is just not up there yet. It will come hopefully later, but not yet. So behind we see Button and Alonso battling a little bit. There's another Red Bull in there, I saw the mirrors, and Raikkonen is at the back of this 4-way battle, which is going on behind me. Half a second gap to Button, 2 seconds to Rosberg. First lap completed, P5. Very happy with that. Let's have a look at our teammate. See if we can spot him on the minimap. There he is. He is in a bit of a battle, but he is definitely outside the top 10. So we're doing a good job here, at least we are. Hopefully our teammate can find himself up too. So we have a battle up front, and now I go to rich mixture, because as long as they are battling, they are going to lose time. And indeed, visually, the gap is much closer. 9/10 of a second when we cross the sector timing gap there, but it is about 7/10 right now, I would say. But as I said in qualifying as well, I'm losing time here in this middle sector, and immediately you can see that I have to let Massa go again. I tried to keep up with these guys. I mean, as soon as I saw them battling, I knew that it was probably going to be a chance, but no, I cannot keep up. I mean, look at this, they are just much quicker. Going to mix 1 here for this happen. That's what I'm gonna do all race long, pretty much. Just go mix 1 there. It will help you with generating as less wheel spin as possible, as that's of course not good. It's not the quickest way, and it's also definitely not the most tire saving way. So go too deep here in this double right-hander. Or is it a double right? Yeah, it is pretty much a double right-hander. Very tricky corner to get right. And yeah, I tried to push, but made a mistake in the process, and now losing time to mess up front. And Button will have a look on the inside here for the final corner. But no, braking late there. Braking pretty late, I must say, and keeping the position, creating a gap to Button again. DRS wasn't enabled yet, but DRS will be enabled this lap. It is enabled this lap, and Alonso managed to get past Button. So we see a pretty long train behind me there of cars on the minimap, as Alonso has DRS, having a look behind me, see if he closes down. He closes down a little bit, but not too much. The top 4 still pulled away from me, so I presume that we won't see the top 4 anymore. for the rest of the race. It's going to be a dry race, no rain expected as Alonso has DRS. Look at the speed advantage as he goes around the outside here. I've lost the position going down the inside here, braking very late. Alonso leaves the door wide open. He will have the inside line for the next corner, so I'm gonna have to give a lot of throttle here in between the corners, and Alonso backed out of it. So pretty good defending move there. Still managed to keep P5, and Alonso actually didn't have the balls to keep it around the outside for the first corner there. He would have had the inside line for corner 2, but for some reason he gave up, and it gave Button the position. A little bit later, lap 6, top 4 is absolutely gone, and Ricciardo is battling once again with Button, and again Button goes round the outside of the hairpin there. 2 tenths up on our previous lap, so we're not doing too bad in terms of lap time, I guess. And whoa, look at the gap which just opened up between me and Ricciardo. Was Button before, but they had a little bit of a battle. That creates a little bit of a breathing space. So I'm now 8 seconds behind Massa. Rosberg is doing 41.2s, so I'm doing 44, so a lot slower. Ricciardo is about 1 second behind, but everyone behind me basically right now in that train, which you can see behind me, is just quicker than me at the moment. I wanted to pit the previous lap, but because that gap suddenly was there, I decided to do one more lap and then try to do a 2 times option stint. Because as I said, I do feel pretty comfortable on the option tire, and I do feel like the prime tire is just not quick enough around this track. I would prefer to go on to the option. So now we see Ricciardo behind, having a look in the mirrors. I cannot see any of the Ferraris anymore. Maybe they have pitted already, I am not sure. Maybe go for an undercut, but Button is still looking as well as Ricciardo now, having a good exit out of the double right-hander there, and try to go around the outside for the hairpin. That's not gonna work. Braking late for the hairpin, so I'm still having this position. Still went to mix 1 here. You can hear the throttle there. Just being extremely careful with the throttle out of that corner. It's very easy to generate wheel spin. 2 tenths down on our previous lap in that middle sector there. Tires are starting to drop off a little bit. It's not that bad though. They're still there, but as you can see, the car starts to slide a little bit now. As we see the 2 Ferraris actually there behind. So the 2 Ferraris are battling a little bit as Ricciardo will have the DRS. He goes past here, but I'm gonna pit this lap, so I'm gonna have to be smart here and see what Ricciardo does. Okay, I will stay behind Ricciardo and then go into the pit. Here we go. Pit stop. Ricciardo keeps on going as I take too much speed into the pit entry. Going a bit wider on the grass. That's going to cost us a few tenths as we enter the pit lane now. A lot of people still kept going. I don't see anyone in the pit right now, but we have pitted. It's lap 7. We're going for another set of the opposite tires, I believe, there that I saw. I have recorded this race a pretty long while ago, so I cannot entirely remember everything what's going to happen, but it doesn't matter. Indeed, it is a set of another option tires. As our teammate goes by there on the main straight, he still needs to do another stop. So we're looking very, very good in this race compared to our teammate. That is of course good for ourselves. Not really that great for the team, but I'll take it. Beginning of lap 9 now, our teammate pits, and so have done a few more drivers. Let's see who that is out of the pit exit. That is Jensen, I think. That is Button indeed, and crucially coming out in front of Button. I've pushed a lot on my out lap. And well, thanks to that, I kept in front of Button, but Ricciardo didn't pit yet. And remember that Ricciardo had an awesome pace. Here we go, there are more cars in the pit now. Lap 10, so they went on the tires for a pretty long while. And who is that up front there? That is Ricciardo. Look at the gap that Ricciardo has made. He did the overcut on me, so I had the undercut. But even with the undercut, I just wasn't quick enough. Couldn't be quick enough to actually stay in front of Ricciardo. So that's one place gone. And yeah, it is one place, because remember we were in 5th position before, so 6th position, lost 1 place after that pit stop phase. I'm not going to complain. This is actually very good. Also a purple first sector time there. Things are looking very good at the moment. If I can just keep these guys behind me, we're looking really strong. It seems like on fresh tires it's no problem really. As you can see on the minimap, I have opened up the gap to the train which was there before. Alonso still managed to follow us though, and he's actually going to try to overtake us here. He's already passed us. Remember, there's a second DRS detection point, which is right on the exit of this hairpin here. It's right there. So I will have DRS right now on Alonso. Here we go, opening up the DRS, going to mix 3, as Alonso had a beautiful exit out of the final corner. But the main question is, can we get him back? I don't want to lose this position. Up to 8th gear. And reaching the top speed now, breaking the one on the leaderboard, going for the inside there, complete dive bomb. But will we take position inside line for the next corner? And we should be able to take the position, and we do indeed. Marbles on the tires, but it doesn't stop us from getting that position back. P6 again. Also almost had us there. Almost got us asleep. As you know, has a look on the inside, not gonna happen though. But yeah, luckily I had DRS there. Luckily there's a second DRS detection point. We skip to lap 14. Once again, Alonso looks really close behind us. I don't want to do the thing which he just did before, because that was way too close. I really had to do a dive bomb there. He left the door wide open, which allowed me to dive bomb. So this time I take a different approach. Go wider into the corner entry, but narrow it up on the corner exit so I can get early on the throttle, open up the DRS, go to mix free, and as you can see, it worked out pretty well this time. So I got up to 8th gear, closing down on Alonso, and this time it is indeed enough. Using the slipstream effect, going down the inside as he once again left the door wide open. It's a shame to see. I would like the AI being a little bit more defensive, but hey, it's the way it is. Button now behind us, P7, as Alonso fell back. He lost 2 places there. Is that another McLaren behind us? It could well be Magnussen. Let's have a look. I think it is Magnussen. It's now Jensen Button looks really close behind us. Here goes Button, lap 17. Jensen Button with DRS. Will he take us down the main straight on the run down to turn 1? Here we go. Once again, he leaves the door wide open, breaking the one on the meterboard. Tires are starting to wear, as you can see, they're having a huge slide into that corner. But we take Button back. Was it Button? It must have been Button, right? Because I think Button lost the place to Magnussen now. And so it is Magnussen now in P7. But most importantly, we are still in P6. And I'm still able to keep these cars behind. But I am definitely not quicker than them. Same story as Australia. Although I think we are slightly faster than in Australia. But this time the gap to Ricciardo is 17.3 seconds, which is of course a lot. It's like 10 seconds in 10 laps time, and that is not good. Anyway, we're starting to approach our pit stop window here. I think I might pit this lap. As you saw there in turn 1, I had a huge slide, so tires are starting to give up. As Magnussen and, well, the 2 McLarens basically have looked very feisty behind me. Same for Alonso. And well, they start to battle with themselves, themselves now a little bit, so that's good. As you can see there, look at that, almost drifting through the corner pretty much. Very unstable rear end with these tires. As you can see, they're having even to correct in that corner there, which is well, still flat out, but it's not great, the flat out corner, and you have to correct that much again there into that corner. So many corrections. Next time I'll try to learn the corners, the turn numbers out of my head, so I can tell which turns which is. As we go onto the pit entry now, indeed, as I go brake way too late, braking way too late in the gravel trap, losing the position to Button there, who went into the pits as well. And what a rookie error that was. Going into the pit though, going to switch to the prime tire, which will be our final pit stop. But what a rookie mistake. Perez behind us is in the pit as well, lost that position to Button. I can forget that. I can forget about that position. Just a complete rookie error. I got into the curb, which locked my tire, but nonetheless, I think as Perez holds up Button a little bit, so that might give us a chance. I think I just braked too late anyway. Very stupid. And yeah, once again, just incredibly stupid as we rejoin now behind Button in P14. Well, we even dropped to P15 as Grosjean is down there, is in there down the main straight, but he doesn't overtake us. So 10 more laps to go. A very unfortunate mistake, but will it have any bigger consequences than it now has? I mean, we lost at least 1 position here to Button. I'm gonna push now really hard on this outlap to 1. Stay with Button here. Maybe I can overtake him again. And second, to undercut the guys who are still driving right now. And yeah, those drivers include Magnussen and Alonso probably, as they were pretty close behind me. But Button, again, it's just this middle sector where I'm losing a lot of time to the AI. And once again, you can see there the gap just opened up. It was like, was it 7 tenths before, I believe? Let's have a look what it is now. 1.3 seconds, so about 6 tenths lost in that middle sector. Not a lot I can do really, is there? I mean, trust me, I am pushing, but I can't do any more than this, to be honest. We should see more cars into the pits this lap, and that will show us whether that error has had any bigger consequences. Remember, Perez pitted as well. He's now behind Grosjean. I don't know where Grosjean came from. I mean, that's a big mystery. Same for Perez. We haven't seen them all race long and suddenly they are there. But obviously a mistake plays a role into that. As Button made up a gap to us. I don't think we will see him for the rest of the race. Teammate is in the pits, opening up lap 19 right now. Couple more laps to go. There's a car exit in the pits and he is going to end up in front of Button. Yes indeed. And what car is it? It's a Ferrari. It must be Alonso. So yes, that error had consequences. And we are right now in P13. We jumped our teammate. But we've lost the position to Button and Alonso. But where is Magnussen and all the other cars? Because on the minimap you cannot see them. And I am sure that they still must be driving. Are they going to go with an option stint for the end? Here is your answer. In lap 20 we see Suto in the pits. And in the minimap you can see a lot more cars into the pits as we go now. That is a Williams, wasn't it? That is Bottas, I believe. And we rejoin in P9. So we have lost the places to Button, Alonso and someone else then. Probably Magnussen. It must be Magnussen where we have lost the position as well. So it cost us 3 positions if I'm correct. Very stupid that error, costing us a few points. But I'm gonna have to recover from that now and show my best and do the best I can. Hulkenberg right now behind me looked very quick after the pit stop phase. And indeed you can see he is on the option tire, so he has the advantage. As I now once again go for the late apex out of the exit of that final corner. To get early on the throttle, have a good exit, carry a lot of speed down this straight here as we are in the slipstream. DRS is wide open, Hulkenberg. We're going to get him back for the first one. There's a back marker, Gutierrez, what are you doing? Gutierrez just in the middle of the track there. Had to keep my wheel straight there, as you can see. I didn't really know what to do there. Kept my wheel straight though, as I saw that Gutierrez turned into the corner in the just pretty much the normal and took the normal racing line. Managed to avoid him, but that was yeah, quite close, as I had to brake late of course, because well, I wanted to defend from Hulkenberg. Talking about Hulkenberg, here he comes again down the inside. So we are side by side. There's the DRS detection point, but who will get it? Don't forget about Bottas behind. I don't have DRS. Hulkenberg doesn't have DRS either. Very weird. We both do not have DRS, but I have the slipstream advantage. So we're going here old school driving, no DRS, no assist here, but going down the inside of Hulkenberg again. Same as we did before. There's still a Ferrari in our mirrors there. There's another Force India, so there must be Perez. Bottas got through. Raikkonen is in there as well. We take back P9. Ending of lap 26, opening up lap 27. It's now another Force India what we are battling with. It's Sergio Perez. Yes, he has DRS. Down the main straight here. I'm defending the inside. He has to go around the outside. That's not gonna happen. He doesn't really have the speed advantage. Well, not enough. He was on the outside there, but I had the inside line. So yeah, same story as the whole race really. Just on the inside there. They won't bother going down the inside or around the outside, I should say. So yeah, keeping that place. Lap 28, penultimate lap. No, this is the final lap right now. 5 thousandths down in our previous lap. So consistency is still there on these prime tires as Bottas tries to go around the outside. But as I said, they don't bother going around the outside here. I had the inside line and so we keep that position. There's just one more place on track now where we really have to worry about it. Well, actually two. It's the DRS zone down the back straight, I think it is. And well, the run towards the finish line, you know. Can we keep this 9th place? It's Lewis Hamilton once again. I think he won in Australia as well. He has won a Malaysian Grand Prix too. In there's Mercedes. And judging now, I think the gap is quite big. I think we got lapped last race. We didn't get lapped this race. As you can see there, I'm pushing like mad right now. And turning too early there. I had to correct there. As you saw, quick corrections on the wheel. But last race we got lapped, this time we didn't, so we are making progress, that's for sure. Bottas has a look around the outside, not gonna happen for this happiness. I'll break myself though. Brake wear, tire wear, it's everything right now in this final lap of the race. 40-second gap to Button, so in the end, Button also pulled away. And I don't think I had such a great final stint because our teammate on the minimap looks visually closer than he was before. But anyway, Let's worry about Bottas. This corner is crucial now, and I nail it. Completely nailed that corner. Could have hit the apex by a little bit more, by a centimeter or two, but that's really it. Now here we go, down the back straight for one more time. Here comes Bottas around the outside, defending the inside for the final corner. What is Bottas going to do? Is he gonna go around the outside? Will he go for the undercut? He went around the outside, but he lost some traction there as Perez got through. And we will keep P9 though. We will keep P9. First points of the season for Toro Rosso. So we finished in P9. Our objective was to finish in P11 or above, and we have finished in P9. Indeed, the solid points finish. Very happy with that. And indeed, the confirmation that this weekend went better than in Australia. In Australia, we got a little bit lucky that we got held up in the pits. Nonetheless, I'm really happy with this. Our teammate in 15th place. So have a look at the Drivers' Championship. Those 2 points we just earned, puts us up. Wow, into 11th place. And well, as I said, pretty happy with that. As well, confirmation that we are making progress. I don't know when we are getting the next updates. Maybe in Bahrain. I think Bahrain is the next race, but I don't think so actually. Maybe in Monaco again. That's usually a pretty common place to get new updates. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the video. And if you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like. That is pretty much it. And as I said, hopefully with the R&D objectives, we will improve our car for the next couple of races. So, hopefully we can have some more good results in the future. As I said, this is pretty much it though. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.